Squad, huh? Hey, man, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Dorian, man. And thank you. I just want to say thank you for catching this first episode of BFG, Born for Greatness, man. And look, let me just go ahead and say this, man. I know you may be looking like, where you at right now? And I'm finna go ahead and tell you. So right now where I'm standing in the middle of a basketball court that used to be a basketball court. And reason why I'm here is because I want to talk to you about something. But before I do that, let me give you a little quick background of what's going on. So a few months ago, there was two goals that were set up, right? And kids used to come and play basketball all the time, and they was always, just having fun and all that. Well, however, over time, what happened was kids kept destroying the goals. So they had to replace the backboards multiple times, having to buy new goals. And what that did is that the owner said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. The man was telling me that I think each goal was $1,200 a piece. And so they said that was it. This is the third time we've had to replace both goals. So what I'm here to teach you is when you are in denial of what's going on, what happens is you get things taken away from you and you lose things. And then what'll happen is you'll stand in the middle of something that you help create or you help build, and you got to watch it get destroyed. And so when we are stuck in denial, and this is what I'm coming to try to share with you, when you are stuck in denial, you don't realize the damage that you're causing to others. So I'll give y'all a quick backstory real quick. All right. So I had a people pleasing problem. I was always worried about how somebody felt about me. I always was worried about affirmations. And so I was doing things. I always put myself last and I put others first. And what did that do for me? That left me in depression. It left me in anger. It left me frustrated, y'all. And so I was wondering why I was doing all these bad things, because I was tired, y'all. I was tired. Every time you look around, I was helping build a dream and a vision for somebody else that I ain't have no vision. I ain't have no clarity. So I'm walking around unsure about what I'm supposed to do. And when you do that, when you walk and you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, you don't have no purpose, no goal, no vision, you're miserable. All right, so some of y'all may still not be getting it. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and break this down for you so some of us can understand, because y'all think I'm playing. All right, so hold on. All right, so what is denial? Because some of y'all may still be like, okay, I ain't got no problems. Okay, cool. All right, so what is denial? The action of declaring something to be untrue. Refusal to admit the truth or reality of something. Refusal to acknowledge something is unpleasant. All right, so look, when I had multiple people in my life that kept telling me, man, Dory, you just something different about you, bruh. Like you just moving around, you angry all the time. You always got something that you try. Like it was just, I seemed unsettled. Like everything in my life was unsettled, right? And so I found unhealthy coping mechanisms to deal with my affirmation problem and my people pleasing problem. And so what I'm trying to say is most of you will walk around and you act like you ain't got nothing going on. Where there's people that are trying to help you and talk to you about the things that you're going through, but you don't want to listen to them because you big and bad. And so I'm trying to help you. Let me put some principles behind it, okay? Because I don't want you to feel like that I'm just here just trying to attack you, all right? I'm telling you, if you can just understand whatever that stronghold is in your life, if you could learn to face that, you can be in a whole different place than you've ever been at before. Okay? So look, let me go and give you the points. All right. So what happens to your mind when you're in denial? Okay? The first thing is you blame everyone else for your problems. Now I'm finna hone in on this a little bit. So I'm finna give you a proper example. So let's say you got Johnny, right? Johnny has been helping you, has been adding value to you, whatever the case may be. And so you tell Johnny your vision or your dream, and because Johnny has influence to maybe help you blow up or help you grow, you go, okay, I'm gonna tell Johnny and Johnny gonna help me. But then months go by and you keep telling Johnny what you want to do, but then Johnny don't do nothing. Johnny ain't helping you. So you get mad and you get frustrated at Johnny and you say Johnny's the problem. Like, that's crazy. Like, isn't that crazy? If you just spent time with yourself and actually apply trying to make something happen for yourself, maybe Johnny would help. But you have nothing going on and you have nothing that you're doing. And so you mad and you get mad at Johnny and you say Johnny's the reason why you're not where you want to be. Johnny is the reason why you can't get to your goals. Johnny, and you're blaming Johnny and whoever else that's a part of that, you're blaming them for the reason why you can't get to where you need to be. All right. Now, look, we're going to get off that one. All right. The second one is you victimize yourself. Now, look, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Everybody deals with this at some point. Maybe some of us don't. And so, look, I want to say this. You have been through a lot, right? Your mom maybe wasn't there. Maybe you and your mom didn't have a good relationship. Maybe you and your dad wasn't there, or whoever, fill in the blank. You know, you maybe felt like you was always left out, and your siblings was always the ones that got a chance to get the best version of mom and dad, and you always got the worst version of mom and dad. Whatever the case may be, okay? What I want to tell you is when you continue to victimize yourself, and you keep blaming your mom, your dad for what you've been through, and you continue to hold on 10, 15, 20 years, and you still not where you want to be at, I'm going to be honest with you. That ain't your parent. That ain't your people's fault no more. You had, here's the thing. You have every right to be upset. You have every right to be upset. You have every right. I had every right to be mad because my dad wasn't in my life. I had every right to be because my mom, there's a short period of time, my mama wasn't really helping me live my life. I felt alone. I felt abandoned. I had every right. But you know what the problem was? Is when I turned 21, I had to come to an acceptance that it's not my mama's fault that I'm still living the way that I'm living. It's not my mama's fault that I chose some of the decisions that I made. My mama didn't hold a gun to my head and she said, well, son, you got to do this. My mama didn't do that. And so you have to, when you victimize yourself, you point the finger at everybody else except yourself, man. And I'm telling you, that's a dangerous place to be at, because when you are like that, no one can help you. No one can help you at all. All right. But look, this is why your boy Dorian is here, man, because your boy Dorian is here to help you figure it out, man. So look, I'm about to give you some principles that's going to help you. Write these down, y'all. Write these down, please. All right. You good? Okay. All right. So one, you got to stop denying that you have a problem. All right. This is the first. Why? And let me, before I even start that, let me tell you why I made this first video, right? I made this the first part of the episode because we can't go to talking about goals, dreams, and visions. We can't talk about none of that until we decide that we have to get out of denial. You have to understand that you are in a place where you're living with unclarity. You're living where you're unsure of what you're supposed to be doing. When you have this giant, this stronghold in your life. Look, some of y'all, let me be honest, let's keep it real. Some of y'all making money and you like, it don't matter. Some of y'all making money, you're going to be successful regardless of what happens. Okay. But for some of us, we have limitations and we have strongholds in our life that's keeping us from moving to the next level. Okay. So the first thing that we have to do in order to fix the denial problem is we have to realize that we do have a problem. So how many of us know that we have that friend that's like, every time you look around, they always got the answer to everything, right? So you talk to them about, the world or the sky or whatever it is, fill in the blank. You talking about sports, they just know everything, right? And so it's like every time you talk to them, they always know everything. And then you look at them like, well, if you already know everything, then my question to you would be, is why you not a scientist? Why you not working for NASA? Whatever the case may be, you sit here working the same job as me, flipping pizzas, whatever the case may be, and you should be doing something completely different than what I'm doing. So there's two versions of people, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that in the next part. All right. The second one is get help. Get help, y'all. It's okay to get counseling. It's okay to go find people that are going to help you move the needle in your life. It's okay. It's all right to admit that you have problems. Most of us don't want to admit that we do. And I go back to, that's a dangerous place to be at, man. That's a dangerous place, y'all. All right. And then number three, because I'm trying to be quick with y'all. Number three, once you know your issue, you need to start figuring out how you're going to break the cycle. And let me tell you on this part, all right, there's a strategy to this. There's a strategy to this. And I'm finna give it to you. We're going to hone in on this, y'all, and then we're gonna get up out of here, all right? So there's two versions of people that I want to talk to, all right? So this is how it's for those that may be like, well, I don't really know what my stronghold is. I don't really know what I'm struggling with, or I don't really feel like I have anything going on. So for the first person, this is the people pleaser. All right. That's me. That's what I come from. So because I kept people pleasing, like I was telling y'all at the beginning, I was drained all the time, depressed all the time, mad all the time, and just angry. I was angry because I was tired, because I felt like everybody else was going forward and I was still the one that was left alone. Like I was isolated, right? So the people pleaser, what you're going to have to do to be able to break that cycle is you're going to have to start making strategies to who you give your time to, because God created you to have a shepherd's heart, right? You were created to be able to love on people, and you have a big heart. And so what you have to do with that big heart, it's a gift, but sometimes it can feel like a curse. Let's just be honest. So you got a gift. So you're going to have to protect that gift at all costs. What does that mean? You have to start categorizing people that are in your life. And I'm going to give you the principle right now. You got three categories, okay? Write this down for my people pleasers. Write this down. You got mutual. Who's mutual? These are the people that are in your life that add value to who you are. So what that means is every time you and this person talk, it seems like y'all always growing, y'all moving forward. Both of y'all have visions and goals, and y'all trying to get those things accomplished. Y'all hold each other accountable. Y'all are always, the family. Y'all's family is tight. Y'all connected together. That person, that's a mutual person. Then you got neutral. So this is somebody that's not adding value, but they also not giving you any. Or also, this person can be dangerous for you. And the reason why I say this person can be dangerous is because they just there. They just watching you. They ain't gonna tell you if you messing up. They not gonna tell you if you're doing wrong. They not gonna congratulate you when you're doing something good. They just there. This is just somebody you just talk to when you go to work or whatever case may be. Okay. And then the third one. All right, we're gonna make this quick, so y'all listen quick. All right. The third person is non-mutual. This is the parasite. So when I want you to write down non-mutual, and then I want you to put in parentheses parasite. All right. So this is the person that every time you talk to them, they take something from you. They ain't giving no value. They just taking. And the thing is about a parasite is, bruh, think about a mosquito. A mosquito not going to stop until it's fulfilled. And it suck your blood and then go ahead to the next person. And then eventually it die. And so for that person, you got to cut that person off. You got to cut that person off, and you got to move to the next part of your life. All right. And so real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this out. All right. So for my person that may feel like you're you got to know everything, you got to stop being perfect. Okay. So you got to stop using these reasons and having all this knowledge. It's good to be knowledgeable, but it's important that you start applying the things that you know. Okay. And so when we can get to where you start writing these things down and figuring out what it is that you need to do, you need to find somebody that can hold you accountable for the things, somebody that you trust from your mutual circle. And you need to say, hey, I need you to help me hold me accountable for these things, and write down these strategies. Okay. Because see, now, y'all, when you are living in freedom and you don't have anything holding you back anymore, you come from being in a caged in lifestyle to living like this, y'all. And look, it's not necessarily about the community, y'all, but what I'm saying is when you're finally free, y'all, you can move with clarity. You change the way you think. You move in a different direction, and you don't allow the things of your past to dictate your future. You say, I am new. You tell yourself, I am. Look, yeah, that was something that I struggled with back then, but I am no longer that person. I am a new creation in Christ. I am made new. And when you are made new, y'all, you get in places that you never thought you could be at. I never thought I could move my family to Birmingham. I never thought that I could actually be in a place like this. And I remember watching my mom having to be stuck in the hood in the project. I'll be honest with y'all, to be stuck in the hood in the project, and she had to put a couch behind her door because she was worried about somebody coming to do something. And now look at where we at, y'all. And so I'm just saying, this can be you, not necessarily to talk about the lifestyle, but you can have a free mind, y'all. And so now that you know this, I hope you took the principles and the things that I gave you and utilize it and apply it and watch your life change, y'all. Watch how strong you become. Understand that you was born for greatness. And now y'all know, let's go. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Bye, Daddy.
Reboot Wednesday.